As a church, we're far better at the weekend events than we are the all-week reach into the community that's hurting, and CAP gave that ability, which is part of the gospel, to take care of the poor.
We chose to activate a CAP ministry in our church primarily because we recognise the fact that there are people who are disadvantaged financially, who are doing things tough through circumstances that come into their world. And we really believe that as Christian people we need to lift those who are in brokenness.
The thing I like most about CAP is that it gets the message of hope and the message of the gospel out into the community.
CAP is really serious about making disciples and helping people come to Jesus, and this is one of the mechanisms for doing that, as well as wanting to help people.
We as a local church couldn't do what we're doing to help people with debt problems without CAP. We could probably make connections with some people. We could probably be caring, pray for them, pat them on the back, provide them a meal once in a while, but we couldn't provide a ministry that is going to see the captives set free in Jesus' name without the partnership with the CAP Centre.
What it gave to us was it connected us with people that we would not normally connect with. A group of people who were either in trauma or transition and therefore open to the gospel.
We weren't out there on our own. We were always left with the instruments, with the tools, with the resources to do what we needed to do. The connection, the communication with CAP made it very easy.
We go into the homes, we get the information, but then CAP provide all of the behind the scenes work and expertise and liaising with creditors and everything else to try to help these people through. So it's a very strong partnership.
We needed the training to be brought to us so that it would be effective, and that's exactly what CAP's done.
Well, everything that CAP has done has been helpful. They've helped us every step of the way, and their training has been first class.
So it's mobilised people into ministry. Not only the CAP Centre managers, not only the debt coaches, but also prayer teams, support teams, and the whole church.
CAP has changed our church by helping us move from just helping people to really helping people get out of debt and then helping people come to Jesus.
There's that unleashing of your people into a ministry, and it gets them really activated and excited. Even better than that, it takes the love of God to people in the streets.
People that have walked into a church for the first time and the church is actually responding to their need, I think that's a beautiful thing.
I would certainly encourage pastors to consider partnering with CAP. It gets the church thinking about the community, getting outside the four walls. We have seen people come to Christ through CAP, and it works.
It's not just a preaching message or a Sunday school or a youth group, but it's something to reach the average person that you just can't do with traditional church methods. And I'd encourage you to have a look at that. I'd encourage you to really pray about that, and I'd really exhort you to think, what are we doing to reach the people on the streets who are struggling?
This ministry is very unique. How many ministries do the people in your community actually invite you into their homes? And we get to help them at that base ground level. We get to reflect the love of Jesus to them in their homes. And so I would say to any pastor who's contemplating, should we be a CAP Centre, I think you should do it.
The Bible talks a lot about the poor, and I always think about what would Jesus do? And I think Jesus would open a CAP Centre because he would want to connect with those people and find ways to reach into their world and touch their lives with the gospel.